My name is Kelly, and I'm here for some motivation to start out the week. My channel is called I Bring It Every Day, and one of the plans for the channel that I've been doing for almost a year, no more than a year now, is trying to start the week motivating people to look more on the positive and then make some plans to make your good morning, to make your life, go forward, and then sort of talk about it and see what gets people going. So, yes, let me say hello. We have Chai Sun. Hello. Good to see you. And good morning, Joshua Gabriel. Yeah, I only have a few moments this morning, so I'm going to come out fast and strong, and hopefully this gets you guys going. Yes. So, thumbs up. Thank you so much. And please do the thumbs up and share if you like. So, today is a Monday, and I'm going back to this quote, and I'll just start you out at this first thing. So, anyway, the subtitle of my stream today is New Beginnings, right? Oh, you really bring it every day? Oh, thank you. Yes, thank you so much. And the idea is we're going to, okay, it looks like Nightbot's working. So, anyway, the plan today is we're going to talk about new beginnings, and it's still sort of part of the new year has started more or less. And what day is this? What are we on the 13th? Wow. That's crazy. We're on January 13th, and we're a couple weeks into the year. And a lot of people, like to make New Year's resolutions. And those are okay, but you have to really, be serious about making these resolutions. And a resolution is sort of a dream, but really what you have to do, and we've talked about this before, is put some actions behind the dream and try to put some actionable steps and timelines between each of the steps that you're going to take. And that way you can go back and analyze how far you've gotten. Because if you just say, oh, I want to lose weight this year, everybody always says that at the beginning of the year. But the bottom line is you have to take steps. So, and everybody knows that you have to eat better, number one, and exercise, number two, or maybe in reversed order. So the prime example would be I want to lose 5 pounds this month. So then you got to figure out what am I going to do to lose these 5 pounds, right? And then you have to take the steps to make it happen. So I'm going to go to the gym 3 times a week for 2 hours at a time, and I'm going to do X number of exercises. I'm going to do this many repetitions, all these things. So you have to have nice, actionable steps as you go along with these plans and these dreams that you have. And that's really the bottom line. That kind of separates people who don't do anything or who talk mostly to people who actually who take action. So, oh boy, got some happy people in here this morning. So we have the Samoan Watchman. Good morning. We have Suzanne. Well, so it's been a long time since I've seen you. Thanks for coming in. Good day, all. And the Samoan Watchman saying good morning. And we have Uno. Good morning, adorable cows. Some days I don't feel like but thank you. Good morning, chat. Just passing through to thumb up the live and say hi. Just got to work. Okay. Well, no, it's fine. I'm going to probably be here about 20 minutes, if that long. And then, yeah. And you're at work already? Man, you guys are good. I did not sleep well last night, so I did not get a whole lot done. But, oh well, it is what it is. But I'm going to get there, So I got a little bit of caffeine to get me started. And then always do a little bit of reading on people who are doing fun things or doing things that are like changing the world, right? Okay, so then we got 14. Good night, right? Good night, good morning. Yes, over there in Malaysia, welcome in. And let's see. Oh, here we go. Samoan Watchman, I love it. So you're going to eat more veggies this year. Now, do you have a plan, like how often? So I would say that's a good resolution. But then you have to sort of put some timelines in there and some actual, working on beating insulin. Yes. So even though I'm not a doctor or an expert on this, what I've learned from some relatives that have type 2 diabetes, they've said the doctor told them that walking is your friend, and that seems to help regulate insulin. But also, too, is sometimes they say like minimizing the first of all the white flours and starchy kind of items sort of regulate your sugar, and then the other thing is eating those more veggies, right? And so they said, that's a good plan. So you just have to plan like how many times a week you're going to eat them, which ones you're going to eat, And then, make sure you stay away from, stuff that's starchy like corn, because that's one of the ones that really gets people into trouble. So just think about that. But yeah, that the eating the veggies is wonderful. My husband and I are trying to plan some gardening. We're trying to plan on what we're going to garden. So we've already sort of started that ball in motion to sort of get our minds thinking about. And that's all I say is just, you know, give yourself some time just to think. And so one of the things, and I can't remember who said this, but somebody said the best way to make plans is to be totally detached from people and sounds and objects, and to just breathe and just listen to what your heart's telling you. And a lot of times you do good stuff. You do good stuff when you're sort of alone and have time to sort of meditate. Yes. So let's see. So Boucher Street, good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Thanks for coming in. I know, and Samoan Watchman said he loves corn, and so do I. I like popcorn. That's the one little snack. It's not bad if you make it yourself, but I just cannot regulate the amount that I'm eating. So that's the portion size. So anyway, so you got to figure out how many portions you need and things like that. Samoan Watchman. So yeah, so that's the one I would say if you can stay away from it. And they say carrots too have a little bit of sugar, and I tend to eat those quite a bit too, like by the handful. So I have to really. Those are the two that can really spike your blood. Not really spike your blood sugar, but they do sort of contribute. So keeping that in mind. We got Laxmi open. Hello. And we have Outlaw Creative. Morning, Kelly. I haven't had coffee yet. Well, I'm working on that right now. I've had a cup and a half so far. So that's what we're going to talk about. But here's the opening quote, and here it is. This is David Dweck. Make sure I've got this right. And he says that basically, oh, here we go. Mondays are the start of the work week. I'm sorry, let me start this again. Mondays are the start of the work week, which offer new beginnings 52 times a year. So I'm going to do that again. Mondays are the start of the work week, which offer new beginnings 52 times a year. So just meditate on that for a minute. So really what he's saying is, you know, you don't have to make New Year's resolutions necessarily on the new year, but I like to sort of, once a week or every other week, sort of think about some future things that I want to do, and then try to figure out actionable steps. And actionable steps are what pull you forward. You know what I mean? And I repeat this all the time, but I think it's something that a lot of people don't really think about. They just say, I want to lose weight, but you got to figure out there's got to be a plan in place. And I wish Uno were here. He's a big exerciser. He had to go back to work. But he's one of those people that's probably never been heavy because he's been working out. He's in the military and things like that. And he doesn't, and he eats fairly well, it sounds like. So that's a whole thing that I think a lot of us in the United States really have to work on, because our food is kind of sketchy sometimes. But anyway, we got Praying Couple cooking series. Hello. And Rosalie's here. Good morning, Kelly. Good to see you. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. I like this Samoan Watchman. He said he's going to replace coffee with black tea. That's yummy. Yes. And they say tea has antioxidants. Not an expert, but you could do your research on all this stuff, but they say it's good for you. And it's now the thing is with tea, I'll tell you a funny story. You have to watch the caffeine level of tea, because it's very, very, it tastes so good, especially if you sweeten it a little bit or put some honey in there, or put some sugar and a little bit of honey, a lemon. There we go, lemon and honey. It tastes deceptively sweet and mild. But if you drink lots and lots of it, you can get like a lot of caffeine, especially if they steep it long inside the tea. And I have a funny story about that. I'll tell you real quick. Just remind me to tell you about the tea story. But yeah. Oh, here we go. So he's saying coffee is directly linked to insulin resistance. I'll have to look into that, because I know I really do drink a lot of coffee. Yeah, for sure. And so I have to really see. My problem is it's moderation. I don't have it at this point. And yes. And hello. Yeah. Yeah. Praying Couple cooking series is saying hello to everyone. And yeah, Outlaw Creative saying so true. Yeah, it's portion size in moderation. Now that's a real. It's very vague, but the way when you think about it, maybe you eat twice a day, three times a day. Try to make sure that you whatever you're doing, you want to monitor the portion size. And it's really hard. Like a lot of people say to use those weight scales. I have one, but I really see. I've never really had a problem with portion size. But I know there's people that I know, like for example, if you've ever eaten at somebody's house, and a lot of times, and I'll just say like my in-laws, like I'll go to their house and they'll feed me something, and the plate will be, and there will be an arc over the plate of the food. It's piled up that high, and I normally don't eat that much. I never have. I eat, but I don't eat massive portions. But that's what a lot of times too gets people into trouble. Yep. Let's see. And oh yeah, let's see. They're saying, okay, hello everyone. Nightbot's saying hi. Looks like Nightbot's kicking in. It's dropping some of the members' links. And so, okay, oh here we go. So praying couple cooking series said DJ Vince used to drink a lot of coffee. Now, did he drink it black or did he put sugar or cream? Because that's the other thing too. You have to be careful if you sweeten it, and then how much you're drinking, right? And I worked with a lot of people. My first real job that I had was in an office, and these people, the coffee was going. We would get there like 7:30, 8 o'clock. That coffee would be rolling till about 6 p.m. And I would stop. Like I would have. Usually, I'm a 2 cup person, and when I say 2 cups, I'm talking about one of these, which is basically a mug. And I don't know. It's not big, but oh, he drinks it black, so that's good. That's actually pretty good. Yes. And so the bottom line is, you just have to watch everything. Everything's moderation. If you can just instead of drinking, the pot of coffee, drink 1 cup. And preferably a small cup. And what's a small cup, right? And then drink water. If you're feeling thirsty. I mean, a lot of people talk about hydrating and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, I think like the hydration thing has gotten a little bit out of hand, and I'll show you why in a second. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about this iced tea. So I don't know if you guys have ever had Arizona iced tea, but Arizona iced tea's in those massive cans. I forget what size they are, but I had a friend of mine when I was in college who drank that on, it was just like one can after the other. And I saw him drink like two of them really fast. He was a big guy, pretty big guy, tall and everything. And he said something like, "Oh yeah, yeah, this isn't so bad for me." And I was like, "Well, just watch out because the caffeine will get you, right?" Well, one day he drank, I think, four of them, and he had a massive headache. Like it took him down. And he said it felt like somebody was standing on his head. So drinking, so that's what I mean by moderation. So that's one extreme of not being moderated, and then the other one is being moderated. Yeah. So let's see. So just think about it. But drinking it black, I believe, isn't too bad because allegedly coffee has 0 calories and there's no carbs in there. So you might be okay, but you don't want to get too much caffeine. So that's another thing. You got to balance all that stuff out. And that's kind of what life is, balance, right? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, he had four of those. And I forget how many ounces. He was a big guy, and I just never like when I see people drink that much liquid. Like my stomach's not that big. For me, that I would be exploding, right? In many ways, my stomach would be out to here, and I'd be in the bathroom all day if I drank that much. But he drank four of them. Yeah, it was crazy. And he said, "Yeah, I have to really fix this." And I said, "Yeah, you must." And in Arizona, tea is delicious. I mean, I understand. But here's the thing, like, so here's what so I I got this. Somebody gave me this for the holidays, and I have a water bottle that I always carry with me to try to minimize buying water when I'm out. And it's aluminum, and aluminum is not the best for you. But the thing that's really nice about the aluminum bottle that I have is that it keeps it really cold. Now, a lot of people say you really should have um, warmer water or room temperature water, but I like mine cold. Like after I had my second daughter, I swear I have to have everything cold just to feel, refreshed and things like that. But this thing, I don't know how many ounces this is, but this is too much water. Like I can't even imagine that your body needs this much. But I don't know. See how many ounces. This was from the Dollar General, I think. Let me see. Does it say 40 ounces? This is a 40-ounce thing of water. I will finish this probably at midnight tonight, or like midnight the next day, which would be Tuesday. But it's always good just to keep some water with you. Yeah. And oh, hello, and we have Pop 57. Good to see you. Yeah, thanks for coming. So that's what I'm saying is, remember every week, and and like I said, you want to draw a line. Sometimes it's good to draw a line in the sand whenever you're starting out your week or your day and say, okay, today I want to do this. Tomorrow I want to do this. And then, like I said, Mondays are a good way to kind of kick yourself off and say, okay, this week I want to do this. So that's kind of why I think about Rosalie. Yeah, isn't that funny? So how you got those 3 appointments? Yes. Yes. And okay, so Outlaw Creative likes the iced coffee. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, for me in the summertime, I definitely have that more, but I tend to do it hot in the morning. I just feel like my stomach kind of says, "Ooh, you like something a little bit warm." And it kind of, even though like normally a warm drink like warm milk would put you to sleep when you were a little kid, I like oh, millimeters. Yes. I have to look that up for tea. Yes. It's a lot. 40 ounces is a lot. Let me see if I can look it up real quick. Yes. Oh, there's Aisha. Good to see you. Hello. Long time no see. Yeah, I'll tell you what that is. Yeah. So, like I said, every week is another, opportunity. But like I said, every day that you wake up is another opportunity to do something that you might be thinking about that you haven't done before. And if you don't like where you are, then you can make changes. And that's the beauty of being at, getting awakened by the Most High every day. You have one more chance to do something that you may have, wanted to do before. So let's see, 40 ounces, I'll tell you what that equals. 40 ounces to milliliters. It's probably like more like liters. Let's see, to milliliter. Okay, we'll do milliliters first. So, yeah, 40 ounces is 1,183 milliliters. And that's like how many, let's see, how many liters, I'll tell you. It is, yeah. Oh, no, they say it's, okay. Do they have this right? No, I may have this wrong. Liters. No, it's 1.182 liters. So it's 1,182 milliliters, but 1.182 liters. So that's a lot of water. 40 ounces of anything is a lot. Yeah, at least for me. But, so just keeping that in mind. I think that's a lot of water. I don't know. I don't think you need that much. I mean, talk to your doctors about that. I would love to have that conversation. I have to write that down in my little notebook and say, "Hey, let's talk about this hydration thing." Because I think everybody on YouTube's going crazy with the hydration. I think it's insane. But I don't know. I guess it depends on what you need. But anyway, there's that. But let's see. So Aisha, good to see you. Yes. Oh, good morning, Miguel. Who knows? Good to see you. Yeah, people can't overhydrate. Yeah, I think people are, they're going a bit crazy with the water, in my opinion. Let's see. Yeah, and for me, that's a lot. LOL. That's what 4T say. Yeah, there's no way. Like I'm gonna drink that. It's gonna be all day. Like it'll probably be 8 or 9 o'clock p.m., which is about 12 hours from now. That's when I'll finish it, most likely, or it'll at least be 6 p.m. Which is about what's that? 10 hours. That's gonna take me quite a bit to drink that. And then again, maybe not. I don't know. But since I'm talking, I'm probably going to drink more. I'll probably drink most of that. But yeah, and then all night in the restaurant. Right. See, this is what you don't want. And this, right? Blow your kidneys out. Yes. Now let's see. Outlaw saying, I have heard before you are supposed to drink a whole gallon of water in a day. Not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. But I think that's kind of the rumor that gets passed online. A lot of people say you got to keep drinking, keep drinking. But I don't know. Don't know. Let's see. Well, maybe I'll Google it. Let's see if Google, not that they know everything, but let's see what they know. Yes. Yes, and that's an amount that's going to take me a whole day. Oh, for sure. Like it's going to take forever. Yeah. So that's a lot. Let's see. I'm going to just ask how much water is needed for human consumption. Oh, per day. Yeah, here we go. I missed it. for human body per day. Now this one says, let's see. This is AI now. Oh. Oh no. Wow. Okay, men. Okay, so apparently there's a, gender situation with this. So they say men typically require more water than women because most of them are taller and whatever. But they say this is according to the National Academy of Sciences, Engineering, and Medicine. And they say the average woman needs 2.7 liters. That would be, ooh, two of these, at least two of those, almost three actually. And then, and they're saying 11 cups. That is a lot. I don't know. And then men need like 3.7, so 1 liter more, uh, 16 cups. So 2.7 for women, they're saying 3.7 for men, liters. And then that would be 11 cups for women and 16 cups for men. So I don't know. I mean, I don't think I've ever consumed that much liquid. Now they're talking about also you get liquid from your food. So if you have fruit and veggies and things like that, you do get water from them. So I don't know. Let's see. Yes. Yeah, 4T saying I heard them say like 8 cups, right? Yep. I know, I'm doing this too. And then I have some Nightbot's dropping some interesting quotes here. And this is really interesting, the one that's on the top there. It says I let go of survival mode. And that's really interesting. I think like a lot of people live in that where they're just reacting to what happens to them. And not that we have power over everything, but I think part of this motivation is to try to think about things that can put you in the direction that you want to go. Because what you can do is if you live your life, like I normally tend to live my life is go with the flow, but I find that that is okay, but you don't go through any kind of growth, and this is just my, opinion and life experience. But if you try to, create a bucket list like I'm talking about underneath, what that is if there's anything that you've ever wanted to do, like you're a little kid and you kind of throw, sometimes when you're young, you have these really big dreams. And then as you get older, you throw them away for whatever reason, you go through life and then things change. And then you realize, heck, I really wanted to do that back in the day, but I just never did. So that's kind of what I'm talking about, so making a vision board is just getting photos and images of things, like places that you might want to go and experiences that you might want to have. Yep. And then maybe some career goals or school goals or things like that you can write down. And I think writing all this stuff down really helps cement it in your brain. But see, Pop 57, I have to drink 1.5 liters a day as I have kidney disease. Okay. And I'm sure your doctor told you that. So that's good to know. Yeah. So there it is. But I think, yeah, this 16 cups seems crazy. Well, actually, no, I guess that is a liter. No, that's more than that. They're saying to do almost 4 liters. That's way too much. Yeah, I think so. Even with kidney disease, right? That's crazy. I just think your poor stomach is going to be, you're going to be distended, maybe. I don't know. But so that's that. And then what was the other thing? So like I said, the evil plan of the I Bring It Everyday channel is to start the week off on a positive note, kind of get you thinking about what you want to do, and then sort of just take some steps to go. And then when we meet together, it kind of helps keep us on track. Just to, it's like a family thing that we're all going through together. And if you, I know 4T doesn't have these where he is, but if you hit the Dollar Tree, they have a lot of these motivational journals that you can buy, and they have some really good quotations in them. And I get quotations like wherever I find them. And I like to just find people that are fairly successful in life. And what I mean by successful, everybody defines success differently. But I've noticed that a lot of people who are fairly successful are kind of forward thinking. And they also sort of surround themselves with, positive people that sort of help them uplift them, as well. So that's sort of why this whole thing started here on the channel. And I'm hoping that, it helps out a few people here and there. And maybe we'll have a graduation ceremony. But like I said, Samoan Watchman's doing great. Yeah, like I said, you just have to, and I think, the fresher the food that you can get in your body, the better. And we have problems with that in the States because, a lot of people are sort of addicted to fast food, and it's because it's so easy. And I know, I'm sort of a reformed, fast food junkie, where, I used to just like to go there because it was convenient and it tasted okay. But, what we're finding is, you need more of these, you need more nutrients. Like, I think the best thing you can do for yourself, to keep your mind right. Like they say, and you can look this up, online. They say that ultra processed foods, um, and there's a whole definition with that, but they say that processed foods cause a lot of anxiety and anxiousness and lack of sleep and other things like that. And it's very interesting, and they say that most of the foods that we consume in the States are fairly processed. So if you start at home and try to cook as much as you can with fresh ingredients, you do feel better. And I'll just tell you, like, my my husband, lost 15 pounds really quickly by doing that. And we really cut out fast food. We try to make small steps. And that's really the other thing I was going to say. You don't want to, like, take a sledgehammer to your life, but if you can just do little small steps that get you in a better position, you'll see that, your skin will clear up. Like, a lot of people have said that when they've sort of not gotten rid of sugar, but when you minimize the sugar. Yes, there we go. Thank you so much, Louise. Yes. Yep, to support your local farms. Absolutely. And we wholeheartedly do that. And when we moved to the country, that's sort of what we started doing, was going to our farmers market. And we have one farmer. One guy's like, I call him well, there's two actually that I'm aware of. There are two real farmers there. And the one farmer always has all the greens. So he has lettuce and asparagus and celery and things like that. And the stuff that he grows is so amazingly beautiful. And carrots. Like, I bought some really gorgeous carrots from him. And then there's another lady that does, like, potatoes and cabbage and onions. Like, she does, like, more of this, I call it the side stuff. So she does potatoes, carrots, and onions. And everything that comes from them has been really good too. And cucumbers. That's the other thing she does. So yeah, definitely trying to support them a little bit more, because, I don't know if you've noticed, but these supermarkets, sometimes the produce is, sketchy. That's not sketchy, but it's not pretty, right? And it doesn't have to be pretty, but it just has to be fresh. And when you find that you eat fresher food, I'm telling you, you're going to feel much better. Yep. At least in my opinion. Yep. So there you go. Thank you so much, Louise. And Outlaw saying, I get most of my food and junk food out of the dumpsters. Food stamp office just cut my benefits. Oh wow, that's a shame. Yeah, I wish you were here. We have a lot of food banks here. We really do, and they're popping up everywhere. And the lines aren't as long as they were maybe a year ago. Like, they're getting shorter. I'm not sure why, but it seems like you can get a lot of good stuff, and a lot of them are a lot of these supermarkets are definitely donating a lot of the food there. I can see the stamps, where the food's coming from, and so it's not too bad, like it. And it seems like they have, and a lot of them even have clothing, which I was very surprised by, because of some of the like, one of the dollar stores is donating clothing, which I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. So you can get a lot of things there. Yep. And also medication, like aspirin and Tylenol and stuff like that, which is pretty good, pretty useful. People can use that, and cough syrup and stuff like that. Yep. Let's see. And then Outlaw said, "Oh no, no, I read yours. Let's see. Oh, so 4T saying, I need to eat less junk food. Having some insane headaches recently. Doctor suggested. Yeah, yeah, all that stuff really. I think your body just goes after a while. Your body's just saying no, and it's a shame. I wish my body was like, you have to sort of listen to your body and to what your body's saying. Just sometimes I think we ignore kind of the signs, because we just think, we just want things to be easy. But like I said, cooking an easy meal. And what I mean by an easy meal is like a sandwich, anything that resembles a fillet of some kind, whether it's a piece of fish, a steak, a salmon, a chicken breast. Those can cook in like 15 minutes. They really don't take a hamburger, even, your own. It's better. Yep. Let's see. Yeah, I picked up 3 boxes of processed Honey Nut Cheerios Mini. Oh my. Yeah, and I'll tell you, here's an interesting thing, Outlaw. Um, oh, that's the other company. But you know the company that starts with a K. There's an interview on YouTube, and I'll have to see if I can find it. But they interviewed the granddaughter of the Kellogg person, and guess what? Guess what she doesn't eat in her diet, and she can get it for free. Yeah, she doesn't eat the cereal, which I was very surprised by. And she goes into why. Yeah. But but like I said, but when you're, when I won't say when you're desperate, but when things are tough, you have to make, allowances. But, if you can, yeah, try to get to those pantries, and try to avoid all that processed food. Because cereal's one of them. Yeah, it's cereal. I like cereal, but it's not so great for you. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, an outlaw saying, I go to every pantry I can, 50 or more vehicles at just one. Oh, at just one, and busy at the other two. Cereal. Yeah, cereal's kind of on the list. Yeah. So it's tricky. It's not easy. You know what I mean? Like now, I didn't realize like eating would be this complicated and controversial. Like I don't like to rain on the parade, but truth be told, you really do have to step out of your comfort zone and cook your own stuff. Yeah, so like and that's right. And this one farmer did do broccoli, and the broccoli was amazing, and so were the cabbages. The cabbages were like bigger than a basketball, or like almost like a beach ball size. It was crazy. But we just had like a couple of bumper crops of cabbage. But yeah, and broccoli's really good too. And then Brussels sprouts, like if you can get your hands on some of those. But they're saying like the leafy green vegetables are great for you. So you can do. They say kale is not as great for you, but they're like some of the collards, um, different lettuces are good, and so that's what the one farmer did. He did all kinds of different lettuces, and he would do kind of the fancier ones. I don't know what they call it, but like red leaf and green leaf, and some others, and some of the hotter ones. I don't remember what the names of these lettuces are, but he would do those kind of things. Yes. And okay. And then Junior's saying, I don't eat enough broccoli and oatmeal. Yeah. And oatmeal's a nice, easy breakfast, to eat as long as you don't, spread a lot of sugar on it. And like I said, everything in moderation. But try to get those, I would say, not the quick oats, but the whole oats are the ones that are even better because you get a little more fiber. And those are great for you. So, do the best that you can. And that's all I say in life is just do the best you can. Remember, you only have one body. You only have one life. We're only supposed to come around here one time. So you want to take care of yourself. And if you have, family and friends that you're close to, you want to be around for those people, right? Grandkids, kids, grandkids. So yeah. Oh, you got ARD. Hello. Good to see you. Tapping in from the Bay. I cannot believe you're awake. And working. Yes, respect. Great conversation this morning. Keep bringing it. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, and the Outlaw Creative saying, okay, yeah. See, that's the whole thing. I mean, I have people in my life that are like they don't want to eat well, and they're fighting. You know, and I just say, like a lot of us, if you look at the statistics on the health of the United States, heart disease, and heart disease is related, and a lot of it's dietary. The diet type 2 diabetes, is diet related. You know what I mean? And it's funny because no one ever really talks about that, but it's true. So that's to me, it's so easy to fix your diet than to exercise, actually. I think it's much easier to, to control a little bit what goes in. And then, you can work, and like I said, you don't have to work out like a crazy gym person, but, just walking, does help the blood sugar in the body. And like I said, I learned that from my people that have type 2. Yeah. So there's that. But that's awesome. But anyway, those were the things that I just kind of wanted to talk a little bit about today. Is just remember, this is a new, the beginning of the year. It's a new start. And, but you can start anytime. But like I said, it's a new beginning. It's a new start. You can do it. And the way that you do it, and this is something that John Lennon said, and I'll put this here. He said, turn off your mind, relax, and float downstream. And they say that's when those ideas come. So you might want to put on maybe some quiet music or just, like I wish I was by the beach because I know like when you're walking down and just hearing those little soft sounds are really, really comforting. And just clearing your mind a little bit. I won't say clear your mind, but I'll just say just remove all the junk and all the noise, from people and pets and things like that. Oh, I love that, Samoan Watchman. Yes. So that's the things. But so when you have just a few minutes, just clear your mind and just think about some things that you want to do. And then just go out and do a few of those. You know what I mean? And like I said, you don't have to accomplish everything, but just every little step that you make is good. And like I said, the food, I think we could all benefit from that. Just trying to get as much fresh food in there as possible. It could be fresh or frozen. It doesn't matter. But, just try to cook for yourself because you're going to know what's in the food. And I like this thrive in 2025. Yes. Thank you so much, Simone. That's great. Yes, that is the jam. Yes, thrive in 25. And that's my evil plan. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it going. Like I said, we started this food journey in 2022 at the in and around October of 2022, and we've been fairly good. We have two things. We have a couple of things we got to remove from our lives. We love ice cream because we have these farmers, dairy farmers not far. We have a couple actually, too close to home, and it's so good, right? And they take they have cows and they do their thing, you know what I mean? And then it's delicious, but it is scary because it's too close. One is really close. It's like I can almost walk there. That's bad, yeah. But things like that, like I just have to watch out on the dessert for me anyway. And let's see. Okay, Junior's saying, I love my fur baby Labrador doggy children. I know they're very cute, especially when they're little too. They're so cute. And then we got Temmie Twisted Zones. Good morning. Good morning. Drop my thumbs. God bless and take care. Be safe, y'all. Hugs. Oh yes, and please send out hope and prayers to the people in California. That's been that this fire's been interesting and scary. Um, oh wow, underweight. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that's awesome. Just check my BMI. I'm underweight. Oh no, need to do more sports. Well, yeah, like I said, just moderation. Just find yourself a trainer and a dietitian, and those people can really help you sort of lay out your food and what you should be eating. Like I know, for example, like my husband was underweight for a long time too, and I forget what he did. What happened? I think just maybe just getting older. It sort of fixed itself. But he was very very thin when he was younger, and I've never been underweight. I've always been kind of in the middle. But I can't even relate to that. But when I hear people say that, I sort of so I'm not laughing at you. I'm just going, everybody over here is so chubby that it's just funny when you say you need more food, you're underweight. But I don't know, I can't remember what he was trying to do. But I think like it's really hard to eat more. You know what I mean? But a lot of people say if you eat more you'll lose weight. I don't know. I've heard all kinds of crazy. See, this is the whole thing with these diets and exercise and stuff. They sort every all these things go in phases, and it seems like one year they'll tell you this is good, another year they'll tell you that's not good. I don't know, so you have to sort of weed through all the mess. But like I said, but I think if you have a nice balanced diet, I think you'll be okay. And I managed my life that way, and I think I was okay. Like I never got like obese. But it was never a big exercise person, so that's where I have to sort of me personally, I have to kick that up a bit. But I've been walking and getting the steps in the most that I can. And, a lot of these, watches will, help you keep track of your steps. And it also keeps track of your rate, which is really interesting. Yep. So there's that. And then, but yeah, that's the biggest thing there. Oh, yeah, here's another one. Oh, yeah, this is Morgan Freeman. He's talking about this, almost the same thing. Okay. So now this will be the last one. So this all hopefully this all coordinates together. But Morgan Freeman said, learning how to be still, to really be still and let life happen, that stillness becomes radiance. And that's where, like I said, when you have a little peace and quiet, you're you can let your mind work. Yeah. So that's Morgan Freeman. Interesting. Oh, we have Ryu Gaming. Hello. How's your day today, everybody? Yeah, good question. Yeah, we're just starting. And so it's actually pretty good. Right now it's 9 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, Eastern Standard Time. And we're doing great. But, like I said, so we just like to start the week off on a positive note. And I really appreciate everybody coming in. And let's see. I don't know if you can type Rosalie. See if you can type Kelly and see if it'll drop your link. I revamped Nightbot. I had to do some work on that. Let's take a look here. Let's see if it works. Okay. I don't know. Sometimes let's see if it works. So let's see. So Junior said, "There it is. It worked." Okay. Had to fix it. Had to play with Nightbot last night. So there's Rosalie's Crafts and More link. And if anybody wants to connect with some other people, you can type Kelly, Kelli, like Rosalie did, and that'll drop it. All right, so it's working. So it worked. So let's see. Oh, so anyway, so Junior's saying, I heard stories about sugar and other sweeteners all bad. Honey, I'm not sure. So the thing with honey is it has not been, well, they process it. Now, when I say process, they basically scrape it out of the comb and put it in a jar. That's the processing. So they say that it's okay, but of course, like with everything, you can't it's moderation. But yeah, honey's a better choice actually than even table sugar. Because they say that like a lot of these sugars, I'm trying to think if I remember, and you can go and check me on this, but table sugar is like they say it's 50% sucrose, 50% fructose. And fructose is the part of the sugar. It's two molecules and I guess it breaks down in your bloodstream, right? And table sugar spikes your insulin. So every time you eat a piece of food, your pancreas secretes insulin to Nightbot's evil. Oh boy, Junior. So they say so once you eat a piece of food, insulin is a hormone that's released. It starts to process the food and breaks it down into glucose, which is a simple sugar. And the simple sugar turns into energy in your body to feed your muscles and blah, blah, blah. So that's the basic of it all. And, a lot of this food that has this high fructose corn syrup, um, which your body has a really, the fruit, because it has high levels of fructose, your body has difficulties processing it, your liver. So it goes, everything that's processed in your body, any kind of chemical or food or whatever, all this stuff is filtered through your liver. And your liver takes the brunt of all the bad stuff too. So if you're doing, alcohol and illicit substances, all that stuff's filtering through your liver. So you really want to take care of that liver, and that's why you have to minimize illicit substances and stuff like that. Not that I'm a one of those people, but anywho, that's the way it works. But yeah, so you want to make sure that if you have way too much sugar, and especially if you're eating it all day long, your body's consistently secreting this insulin, and it never gets to moderate itself. So you got to give yourself, you have to sort of fast throughout the day to let your insulin levels go back to normal. And there's they have the resting insulin, and then when you eat, there's a post eating insulin, I forget what they call it, but there's all these things. So you want to just try to minimize these spikes, right? And this is what the medical people say. And I think there's something to that. So what they say is to get down to 1 or 2 meals a day, and that seems to help moderate your insulin. And then, then it sort of gives your liver a little bit of a break from all the sugar and all the work that it has to do. But it's interesting. But go check out, do your research on that. But anyway, morning. Addie's here, Crazy Crafters Adventures. Thank you so much for coming in and good to see you. And thank you for so much for the cards. I have to make my Happy Mail yet. And I got to put those on there. So I'm working those, but thank you so much. They're so gorgeous. I love it. So yeah. So anyway, so that's where we are today. We just want to, like I said, keep ourselves on a positive note. Try to take care of ourselves, physically and mentally. And like I said, always work, look forward to, new and fun projects to do, and try to bring yourself some joy, in 2025. And I'm going to steal Samoan Watchman's quote, thrive in 25. I like it. Yes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it. And I like the fact that everybody comes in. Thank you so much for coming in and humoring me. And hopefully we can uplift each other and, keep it going. And actually, maybe in a couple of weeks, if you have anything to share, and I'll just leave a couple of minutes. I'm gonna leave in a couple seconds. But if you have anything to share that's positive, that you've managed, throughout these few weeks, working it thinking on this positivity, let us know. But like I said, my husband lost his 15 pounds without trying, and I thought that's amazing. And he's maintained that it's since about October. I think he lost it. It was really weird. We started this good eating in October of 2022, and by like January, he had lost 15 pounds. Yeah. So it's amazing. So that's like a winning story. I know Samoan Watchman lost some weight, and he's still working it. He's still working it. Oh, we got Angela's Precious World. Good morning. And we have Angelus Andujar. Good to see you. Good morning. God bless you. Thank you so much. Okay, yes. And then, oh, yeah, and then Junior's got his doggy, so he's got to take him out. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, but I'm going to be ending right now. But I'd just like to say, thank you everybody for coming in. And come back next week. And like I say, if you have anything good to share, with your life and your planning, let us know. And I'm trying to think if there's anything that's happened. No, I can't think of anything right now either. But I'm still sort of, reworking my plan. And like I said, don't be afraid to always rework your plan. Not that you have to do this all the time, but just to do it. Yeah. Okay. We'll see you next time, Junior. Yeah. Thank you so much. But just, have a great day. Have a great week. And have some, give yourself some grace, if things don't work out exactly as you plan, but try, just try some new things. It's fun and makes life more interesting, right? There we go. And there's Junior's link there. Oh, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for the great. Yeah, just try some stuff. Yep. And try something different. Yeah, it's scary. It really is, but it's fun. And you'll find, you're going to say, oh, yeah, what was I afraid of? That wasn't bad at all. Oh, that's right. You're almost on Tuesday. Well, 4T, I got you. Have a great Monday, Kelly. 2 hours left until Tuesday for me, LOL. Well, get some rest. Okay, because it's getting late. All right, well, take care of yourself. But like I said, talk to your doctor, see what they can do for you, and find that personal trainer. I think those pros are awesome. Yes. Have a great day, everybody. All right, thank you, Boucher Street. All right, peace and love, and we'll see you soon on the YouTube streets. Bye-bye. Oh, and also like and share and subscribe and check each other out. All right now. Take care. Bye-bye.